Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Anime Iceberg. I'm Megan,
And I'm Meg.
and today we have our monthly bonus episode. We're talking about a movie. This one you may have heard of. It's called Josie the Tiger and the Fish.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided to cover this one because we watched it more recently and watched it two times. Because actually, the backstory on that is that in college, our library carried the animation magazine, and I remember flipping through it, and there was an ad for Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and I took a picture of the magazine because I thought, oh, that looks cool, like just the description and the cover art, and kind of forgot about it. And then there was one weekend where you were like, hey, what movie should we watch? And it sparked the memory, and I was like, oh, there's this one. It's got like a really weird name though. We should check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it was excellent.
Yes,
Really,
very
really
cute.
enjoyed it.
So to give some general info on the movie, I just kind of took this from Wikipedia. But it says Josie the Tiger and the Fish is a 1984 Japanese short story by author Seiko Tanabe. It was first published in the June 1984 issue of Monthly Kodokawa. Yen Press licensed the collection for an English release and published it in March 2022. A manga adaptation of the short story by Nao Imato originally serialized in Da Vinci from February to November 2020 issues and collected into two volumes, was also licensed by Yen Press and released in September 2022 in one volume. So I cannot find the manga, but I would love to check it out sometime.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. Yeah, so synopsis of the movie. Um, Tsuneo is a university student, and Josie is a young girl who has rarely gone out of the house by herself due to her being unable to walk. The two meet when Tsuneo finds Josie's grandmother taking her out for a morning walk.
Yeah. I liked how Josie was actually our age, wasn't she?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
she was older than him. I think he
Yeah, and
was
he was still
like,
in college. He's
yeah,
22-ish, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. But I liked the setup for both of the characters, finding out more about them and their personalities and their likes and dislikes. And then we got some more information. The director was Kotaro Tamura. The animation studio was Bones. And this movie came out in 2020, but there's also a 2003 live action movie of it that looked pretty adorable.
Yeah,
Um,
it looked interesting. I don't
yeah.
know if I would check it out
Well,
though.
and if this was a novel before, it makes sense that there was a live action before there was an animated
Mm-hmm.
feature about it.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna like this. So it was nominated for a bunch of things, but the one thing it won at the Kotatsu Japanese Animation Festival in 2021, it was the audience award winner.
Kotatsu. I wonder if they got a Kotatsu for winning.
That'd be awesome. Um,
See previous episode about Kotatsus.
yes, yes. We love them. Well, we don't know if we love them. We think we would love them.
How could you not? It's a heated blanket table.
Mm-hmm. Right? Okay, the one thing I'm like concerned about is I would get too hot. Like,
True. Yeah. Hmm.
but no, it would be comfy.
We live in the Midwest. We're not gonna get
Yeah,
too
you know what?
hot.
We need like actually you need to put it in like a sunroom. So
Mm.
then like during the winter the room is cold, but then like you're super cozy underneath.
That's like the same thing as doing a hot tub outside in the snow. So fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the movie. So I suppose we don't have a whole lot to say. Mostly because you should just watch it for yourself to, get the whole experience. But we did like the characters, so we'll cover our mains. So we've got Josie. Her real name is actually Kumiko Yamamura, but she likes to be called Josie because that's her favorite character from a book that she really likes. So I guess that's what's considered a more Western name. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but she prefers to be called Josie, and she is 24 and is living with her grandma, and she kind of is a shut-in at the beginning, mostly because she is paralyzed, so she needs a wheelchair to get around, and her grandma doesn't really trust the outside world to be kind to her, and there is precedent for that. We see her being mistreated at times because of her disability, but we know that she really likes the ocean and wants to see it someday, and that she is an artist. And
Mm-hmm.
our other main character is Suneo Suzukawa. He's pretty cool. I liked when he was introduced right away because he has all these different, like, interesting things about him, mainly what he is studying in college. It's like, it's marine biology, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
And like his dream is to go, I think, was it South America?
Yeah,
He
so
was,
yeah, you want to go to South
yeah, there
America.
was he like just loves the ocean and loves fish and he wanted to see a certain kind of fish that is in South America. And he and his friends work at a scuba place part-time, which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. I really like the two main characters. Josie is, well, when you first meet her, it's like, girl, chill a little bit, but also like, I get it too.
Understandable.
Like,
Yeah.
she's been shut in and like she hasn't been allowed to see the world and is
Yeah.
that's
You get a
and
little bitter, you
yeah,
know.
and she also like doesn't interact with a lot of people either. So I would think that
And
her
I
social
think
skills are not the greatest.
And you also have to include the fact that her grandma invited Sunea over because she was like, "Can you take care of my granddaughter?" And Josie is she is wanting to be independent, so she's just nasty towards him. I get it. Like, I don't need someone to take care of me. I'm an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, "I'm only here for the money. We don't need to be friends. It's okay." And of course,
Mm-hmm.
that changes as the movie goes on.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yes. And then yeah, well you mentioned he has two friends at the scuba diving shop that he works at, and they are, I think it's, is it Mai and, ooh, Hayato?
That
Um,
sounds right. Mai and Hayato. It's they only say their names a handful of times, I think. It's
yeah,
hard.
yeah. Well, I know Hayato's right because his
So, you
English
know,
voice actor is Tina Robinson.
yeah, Lilo
Um,
Zeno.
yes.
Yeah, I like the two friends. Like with the girl, there was a bit of that romance drama, but I know that she did have Sunio's best interests at heart in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then his best friend is just what a bro.
Yeah.
He's like the kind of guy who teases a lot, but then when push comes to shove, he's like, "No, I'm gonna be there for you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean there's really not too many characters in the movie that we actually get to know.
Hmm.
Because then there's also the grandma who's, even though I would say she's a little bit too overprotective, she does really care about Josie, and she it's I don't know, it's cute. She like, when Suneo comes and watches Josie, she goes out and she's gambling.
Gambles? Yeah, yeah.
hmm
And I
Um
think when Suneo first takes Josie out and about, she reprimands him for it, but then she kind of just she knows that he keeps doing it and she's just sort
mhm.
of letting them.
Yep.
Because she
Yep.
sees a change in Josie, like, oh, maybe there are some kind people who can help her and the world's
hmm
not such a terrible place for her.
Yeah, and I think she also sees that Tsuneo is gonna watch out for her, and
Yeah.
he cares about her.
He's a solid friend. He's a good dude.
Yeah, yes. And then one person that they meet out on their adventures is, I think it's Kana, and she works at the library, and she and Josie kind of become good friends. They both
Because
like
of
to
the,
read.
yep, because of the one book. And she's like,
Yep.
"Oh, your name's Josie, like that girl from the book." And you can see Josie just go, like, friend.
hmm
It's kind of like you and I in college. What books do you read? Oh, I like the Lunar Chronicles. I liked the Selection series. I liked it, so on and so forth.
Yep. We bonded. I feel like we first bonded over our love of books and musicals. I
Yep,
remember that.
that was that was the clincher.
hmm Like, we're gonna be good friends.
I can tell this is gonna be good.
And it has been. I hope so. Um,
No, I'm miserable. That's why I want to do a podcast with you.
yep. That's why I want to see you every day.
Anyway, let's I think overall thoughts on the movie. I like how it's the two main characters. I like how they kind of reflect you and I in our interests too, because it's a scientist and an artist. Although they're, we can relate to them, but they're obviously of the opposite gender in a romantic relationship, and we're best friends, and like but I think it's kind of like a similar thing where you meet somebody in your young adult life that you just click with, and like you can
Mhm.
have two opposite career paths, two opposite fields of interest, but still get along really well.
Yeah, okay. I only wrote a couple things down, but I really like every time they go to the ocean and like he goes
Mm.
like scuba diving, it's so pretty. Like all the fish and
Yes, this movie is very beautifully animated.
yeah, it's great. I also really I am partial to water, so
Mm. Yes, says the swimmer.
yes. It's like, oh, it's so great. I think like my one, I wouldn't say beef with the movie, but or I guess not the movie, just be the story in general, but is like right away when they meet, she like attacks him, like physically attacks him
Mm.
for like no reason. Like he was just trying to help her. I mean, like I get it because she's been taught that the world is not gonna be nice to her.
Yeah, and
Um,
he's a guy,
and he's
so
a guy. But it still is like,
kind of uncalled for.
yeah, like you don't hit people and I think she bites him and it's
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. She bites his hand.
yeah, like that's not okay. I think she I don't know, it's weird because she does it and then like but then she does it again after they're like friends. And so I'm like,
Hmm.
girl.
I kind of like seeing Tsuneo complain to his friends though. Like they go out for food, and he's just like, "I cannot stand this chick. I want to quit, but I need the money."
Yeah, very uh relatable. Like, I wanna quit my job so bad, but I can't because
I'm
I have bills
poor.
to pay. Uh,
But I like how the relationship builds into some like the trust that builds between them. And I also like the relationships between the friends, like the main characters and the friends. Like they've got his back. They're gonna be there for him and Josie. Uh, there's one part where Josie runs away, and all three of them are out there looking for her.
mhm. Yeah, I really like that scene.
Yeah. Oh, I also really liked Tsuneo at one point learns how to make this like sea glass light shaped like a fish, and it's like a nightlight thing. It's so pretty. Like
Mhm.
I want one of those in real life.
Yes, me too. Ugh, I wonder if you can I don't know, maybe somebody has made that.
Probably. Uh, oh, I also thought a story beat that was very interesting and kind of cool that they did was at one point Tsuneo is in an accident, and he has to spend time in a wheelchair, and he gets to see things from Josie's perspective, and you get like this sense of like the world is passing me by, everything seems hopeless, I'm so frustrated, I don't want to talk to anyone, and he's like in that bubble that Josie had been in her whole life.
Mhm. Yeah, I like a lot of things about this movie, but I think that's I think that was important for him to see that, especially like because I mean, in the end, they end up together, and so just to be able to, even just for a short period of time, to be able to to like really understand where like your partner is,
Yeah.
like understand their feelings and what they go through on a daily basis
Mm-hmm.
is great.
And she was able to push, like he had to push forward like mentally and physically getting over this roadblock that had happened in his life. And when you're young, like us, and something gets in the way of you achieving your goals, it feels like the world is ending, and it's really hard to pick yourself back up. So I feel like this movie just resonated with us more so than it would with younger or older audiences because we're in that time of life right now.
Mhm.
Um, but then Josie also has her moments where obviously she can't physically overcome her disability because that's, just the way she was born, but she was able to like emotionally overcome a lot of things and take that step forward to be like, she was the type of person to think that her dreams would never come true. But now she's saying, hey, maybe I can be an artist. Maybe I should try because I might face disappointment, but there are some things that I can get past and move through. So he's going to try his best. I'm going to try my best, and we're going to figure this out somehow.
Mhm.
If I had to pick my favorite plot point about the movie would be the how they kind of subverted a trope, where maybe this is a Hallmark movie thing, but where like the romantic interest is willing to give up all their hopes and dreams and like be like, but you're my new dream. That's a Tangled thing. But it's kind of like slightly unrealistic because I feel like in real life, if you give up something for somebody, who knows, they could be the right person and giving up that thing could be the right decision to be with them. But also, if you've been striving for something your whole life, that might lead to a little bit of resentment and like, I gave up everything to be with you. But
Mhm.
in this movie, he didn't have to give up his dreams or goals for Josie. They made a way for things to work, even if he was gonna have to be long distance, and even if they had even more, you know, things they have to get through, work past, and whatnot. But I thought that was kind of, I don't know, it made me happy because he was working so hard at his
Mhm.
degree and everything.
Yeah, no, I really liked that too because it's he didn't have to give up his dreams and like instead of like she should I would say she came alongside him and like let's
Yeah.
work towards our dreams and goals together, you
Yeah,
know.
because I feel like he was at the point where he would have said, "You know what? You're more important, so what do you want me to do?" But she was at the point where she was like, "You matter to me a lot, so I'm not gonna let you just give up on this."
Mhm. Yes, find you a partner like that who pushes you to achieve your dreams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess to close out, what was your favorite scene from the movie, Meg?
Yeah, so towards the I guess it's on towards the end of the movie, Josie like paints does it yeah, she like paints a book,
Mhm.
and she reads it to the kids at the library.
Mhm.
And to it's more to Suneo to get him back on track. Um, it's really cute and it's great.
Yeah. My favorite scene was when they go to the beach and he carries her into the water. They were having
Mhm.
so much fun. They were just splashing around.
Yeah, that's so cute.
I think that's like the iconic scene, like the one they would show in
Mhm.
trailers.
Yep. Yep. I know I remember when we were gonna watch for the first time, I usually watch the trailer first to see if it looks interesting, and that was the focus.
While seeing them laugh, how could you not want to watch the movie? They look so cute.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it is cute if you want to watch a cute romance with good character building and good friendships. Check this out. It's good. Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll right now. Yeah. So that's what we've got. Thanks for listening to us review another movie. I think next time are we gonna do
JJK.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero? Yes.
Can't wait to see my little boy again.
Yeah, I really like that movie.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye.